What's up, guys? Kurt's 20 and the crew here, and we are doing our first podcast. You guys know this is a show we wanted to start up for a while, so we're going to be doing this every week, and it's going to be talking about, drama, politics, sports, funny stuff, anything really. So I'm going to hand it over to my dad to go ahead and start talking about some stuff here.
So, what's up, guys? As he said, this is our first one, and this has been in the works for a while. So, what is the first topic we should discuss?
That's it.
Yeah, so why don't we go ahead and, get started with some funny stories from our past. That's always fun to talk about.
So, should we start with the origins of the whole?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and tell that story.
So, well, the channel really started off as kind of a side thing back when we were still. Well, it started what, freshman year of high school, maybe something like that. And we're seeing all the famous YouTubers getting all their subs and stuff, and we figured, damn, these guys actually do this for a living, so it'd be pretty cool if we could do that as well. So it kind of started out as a side thing because we're trying to keep up with school and all that stuff, but over time we gradually got more involved, as you know, and here we are today.
Yeah, guys. So we started off with the Psycho Dad ruins Halloween. That's when my dad here got so mad because kids were coming to the door and he didn't want to celebrate Halloween. Why don't you go ahead and tell us that story?
So it's Halloween. I just didn't want to do it. I was trying to watch my show and shit. So some kid comes to the door. I'm like, all right, stupid fucking kid. So I take the bowl of candy and I fucking take one. And when he just stands there and looks at me with a baffled look on his face, like, God damn it, fuck. So I slam the door, go to my room, slam that bitch ass door. So I just had enough of it.
Yeah, and then there was the time when Daniel got pulled over and he had cocaine in his trunk. Tell that story.
So Daniel got pulled over with coke in his trunk. And
Yeah.
why don't you tell that one? You were there for that, weren't you?
No, you were. All right. Why don't you tell them like when Jeff found those anal beads?
So Jeff found some anal beads and he thought they were nunchucks, so he started spinning them around. And then I whacked him in the face. He's like, oh, it smells like shit.
No, we were just like chilling or whatever, and he was going in a drawer and he pulled them out. He's like, "Oh, sweet, these must be some nunchucks." He starts whipping them around. It whips him in the face. He's like, "Oh, it smells like shit," and he's got like a shit streak down his face.
And then goes in bed. I was like, oh, what the hell?
And remember the time we made him cry?
Yeah, what was that over?
When we fooled him and told him the pool was open in February.
Yeah, and then we drove all the way out there and he was like, oh, what the hell? It's not even open.
Yeah. So tell that
yeah,
story from
dummy.
start to finish. Go ahead.
So we're all just hanging out, chilling. Then we're like, you know what? We should go to the pool. And Jeff was like, is it even open? I'm like, yeah, it's open. So as we're leaving, his dad came out. He's like, where you headed, boys? We're like, oh, we're going to the pool. Oh, okay. So when we're in the garage, Jeff had something on his face, and his dad's like, Jeff, you got a little something on your face. Let me just get it. Like, no, I don't have anything on my face. He's like, come on, let me get it. He's like pushing away, and eventually he's like, oh, Jesus Christ, Jeff, I'm trying to help you out. You won't even let me do that.
Yeah, guys, so I want to take a quick break from the funny stories, and I want to go to another topic that's really got me a little angry, actually, and that is, the bullshit that's going on in the Black Ops 4 multiplayer right now.
And what's that?
Well, the overpowered guns and the dual-wield 50 cal, the fire that people are using that is insta-death, and, you can't even play a game of Nuketown without getting, a whole team of max prestiges on the enemy team.
And the game goes one of two ways. Either it's a complete blowout or you do the destruction. There's no in between. It's not a close game.
Yeah, so what are some of the things that are making you angry about it right now?
Well, it seems that there's always one dude on the enemy team who's camping for, his Mantis, his attack chopper, all that bullshit. So you're just waiting back, or you whip out your class, try to shoot it down, but it just keeps murking you, and then someone else calls an attack chopper, and it's just never-ending bullshit. And eventually, you're just like, well, fuck, I'm getting absolutely smoked. Why am I still here? Then you'll finish out the game negative as shit, and then you're just pissed off because you went negative, obviously, and you're just like, what the fuck? And it's just overall not a good time.
Yeah, so what ruined Call of Duty Ghosts?
The SATCOM.
Yeah, guys, Call of Duty Ghosts, it had so much potential, and everybody was so hyped because that was back when Call of Duty was still alive and well. It was still king.
That was back when Call of Duty was still, up there with Battlefield. They were still neck and neck, and now it's kind of just like, oh.
And then Fortnite came in and killed them both.
Yep.
Yeah, but Call of Duty
Fortnite
Ghosts,
came in.
it had so much potential. You had, time to kill was good, but the maps were way too big. You had the SATCOM, you had the dog running around, which was a ridiculous kill streak.
The dog was extremely overpowered. Unless you got it at range, then the dog was done. Unlike the Black Ops 4 dog, which can shrug off half a magazine, the Ghost dog died when you shot it a good, 5-7 times. That thing was down.
Yeah, and then you had the fucking campaign where Elias gets shot 10 times and lives.
I wouldn't say he was alive, but he was still breathing and talking. He just shrugs off 10 shots to the chest because that's realistic, right?
That was ridiculous. I have that game 100% on the 360, and I'm about to get it 100% on the Xbox One. I mean, I would still play the multiplayer if they didn't have the SATCOM, honestly.
I mean, looking back on it, Ghost wasn't too bad, honestly.
Yeah, so I kind of wanted to do some prank calls tonight, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's keep talking about these funny stories and stuff.
All right, you tell one.
Alright, so there was one time where we were all just sitting around and Jeff called us and he's like, yeah, my parents are getting divorced, and he's like, we need you guys to come over and help my mom move out because my dad doesn't want to be a part of it. So we're like, alright, we'll go help. So we stayed the night there the night before, and we were helping move some shit upstairs. And he was like, here you go, Cameron, take this. And it wasn't even Cameron, it was Justin. And Jeff's like, oh, his name's not Cameron, it's Justin. He's like, Jeff, I don't know who all these people are, goddammit. Fuck! And then, so the next morning came, and this was the day of the move. He was breathing heavy, and he was freaking out. And he was cleaning the house, trying to get her to change her mind. But the night before, though, he went out to Walmart and bought a bunch of Christmas decorations, and he was decorating the whole house. And he was trying to get his wife to change her mind about the divorce. So he was outside with all the neighbors. He's like, hey, Carrie, why don't you come out here and join us? And She was like, no, I don't really give a fuck. I'm leaving.
I don't really care.
And then he's outside dancing with the kids. And the kid reached for the beer and he's like, oh, no, you don't. And then
None.
after a while and she never came out, he just gave up and he's like, all right, party's over. Everybody get the fuck out. And then he's like ripping shit off the wall. Then he was, the next day, he's like, after she had left, we had stayed the night there again. And he had the family portrait. And he's like, where did I go wrong? Alright, so
How did this happen?
why don't you tell one now?
So, one that I have in mind is Cameron was running around outside with no fucking shoes on. And then we hosed him when it was like 30 degrees outside.
Yeah, but now Cameron's dead. He killed himself. One of our videos.
Yeah. Rest. So anyway. We're just chilling at his house, you know. Having a grand old time. Cameron decided, oh, I'm gonna run around outside with no shoes. And keep in mind, it's cold as shit outside, so. It's cold as shit outside, and he's just doing his normal thing. And then he's like, oh, wait, no, that's the Cinco de Mayo one. That's when we hosed him.
Yeah, when we had to beat his ass for dumping water on me.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, so. Hey, what happened that one time when Todd was like, you know, had spaghetti at the kindergarten orientation?
And what?
Remember when he was at the kindergarten orientation?
Not really. What happened to
He had like a plate of spaghetti and he like spilled it all over himself and he's like, oh no, I spilled spaghetti all over myself.
Oh, I spilled it. Damn it.
All right, so what else? What else we got here?
I don't know. What else do we have? What's going on in the...
Oh, we can talk about the World War III bullshit.
That we can.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't figured out by now, we're both active duty service members. You know,
Yeah.
I'm in the Marine Corps. My dad's in the Navy. So what would happen on your end if we went to war with Iran?
Well, what would happen is the ship would go over there.
Well, let's be honest here.
And,
You wouldn't be
We'd
putting
have to
yourself
send
in harm's
aircraft
way.
out.
You'd just be safe
I'll
on
be
the
out in the middle
ship.
of the water on the ship. Exactly. I'll be sitting there sending an aircraft to do all the work for me.
Yeah, and I'll be on the front
Yes,
lines
but like
because I'm in the infantry. I'm a mortarman,
not
so I'll be sitting there launching
Yeah.
mortars at those assholes.
dead. That's all there. Hero, huh?
So, in your opinion, do you think we're gonna actually be going to war?
Honestly, it seems highly illogical
Because it's
as
a lot
to
different, bro.
going to war out there. Because at the end of the day, if it,
So it'd be like stand your
seriously, if
ground.
it does happen, if World War III does, you know, start, obviously some things are going to be dropped, like maybe nuclear warheads or some shit, you know. But at the end of the day, I doubt we're going to actually, because everything would just get destroyed. there'd be no win.
Yeah, so
Plus, Iran's surrounded on 3 different sides. We have troops in Iraq, we have troops in Afghanistan, and I'm pretty sure there's troops in the north. So if they start the war, we're gonna sweep them from the left and the right side, and they're just gonna pin them in the capital, and they'll have no choice but to surrender. So in theory, they'd just be fucking themselves, and it'd be over for them.
Foreigner out. That's why. Because it's fun. Hit the luck.
yeah, guys. So is World War III coming? I don't know.
Oh, that's why.
Find out next time.
Find out soon.
All right. So why don't we transition into a new topic here?
I remember. The whole time I've been trying to initiate. Because I found the introduction.
Yeah. So do you?
Seems to be
Let's talk about all the drama going on with Edward Hubbard, the Loser Crew, Haggy Rants, all those guys. So why don't you?
We covered Edward Hubbard yesterday.
No, we're gonna just cover it all again. So why don't you tell everybody here watching the breakdown from start to finish? What's going on with us, Haggy Rants, Edward, and the Loser Crew? Just give them a full summary.
So Edward Hubbard's sick, and he's deleting his. Well, if you
No,
go to
that
his channel,
that
all
says
his
start at the
videos are
beginning.
gone. Oh, the beginning.
Yeah, go way back to the beginning.
So in the beginning, it all started with Green Team, Papa Grizz, and Edward Hubbard all just going at each other, just attacking each other constantly.
That's not
There's
the
no end
beginning.
in sight.
That's not even the beginning.
Okay, so if you know, then why don't you tell it?
Well, first of all, Haggy Rants started making videos about like Amish Mafia and Hardcore Pawn being fake, TV shows that were fake. Then he started making videos about McJuggernuggets being fake. And that's when Haggy's channel blew up. And while this was happening, Haggy was also attacking us. Because we had reached out to him and we were like, hey Haggy, so we're big fans of the show. Do you think maybe you could help our channel out and promote us, since we've been like making videos about McJuggernuggets and we've been saying nice things about you, so why don't you go ahead and give us a shout out? And he said, go fuck yourself, pretty much. So then we had no choice. We had to make a response video, and that's what we did. And I'm pretty sure it's still on the channel. I'm pretty sure it's still on the channel, but it's not allowed to re-upload it. But we pretty much just did, a video talking shit about Haggy, and to the point where, here, I'm gonna try and pull up the tweets. I still have them from when he was talking shit. Oh yeah, here it is. All right, so we made a video called, Haggy Rants. I'm not gonna repeat that, but so one of his fans saw the video and he took to Twitter, and here's the tweet right here. He goes, at Hag Eastwood, dude, this dude named Curtsy28 is talking crap on you, and you should do a video. He is calling your giveaways fake. And then Haggy replies, I don't care about that loser. And he goes, tell Dylan to eat my balls. And then he goes on here and says a lie right here. He goes, yeah, Curtsy28, he begged me to make a certain video, and when I told him I had to block him a while ago. Well, that doesn't make much sense, but he's making stuff up. So then after that, McJuggernuggets came out and said, guys, my channel's fake. So then he had to stop making videos about that, and he started just going back and forth with Edward Hubbard. So that's when we got involved again in the situation, because we wanted to get Edward's side of the story. So we invited him on the show, and we were nice about it. And then after that, he started attacking
he
us.
turns tables and goes against us. We're like, what the fuck, dude?
So yeah, he brought us on the show. Okay, so we made a prank call video to Haggy Rants. This was after the interview with Edward. So after Edward saw that, I was on his Twitch stream, and I was in the comments. I was like, hey, Edward. And he's like, yeah, dude, you're getting blocked. I'm like, what did I do? He's like, you know what you did. You called Haggy Rants, and you guys were talking bad about me. I'm like, I never called Haggy Rants. He's like, yeah, you did. He's like, all right.
Yeah,
Fuck.
all right.
Oh, he screamed fuck, and then he just ended the live stream. And then after that, now
You start attacking Papa Grizz or something?
No, that's when that's where you started off. So why don't you finish your part of it?
So, last year, we invited him on the show to try to clear all this shit up. In the beginning, it was going well, but then after a while, it just devolved into everybody just screaming at each other. Now, you can go watch the live stream. It's still up. But, like, I would say it was probably like at the 30-minute mark, that's where shit just hit the fan. Everything was just going terrible. Everybody was just getting pissed. You know. Overall, it just devolved into nothing but a scream fest.
Yeah. So what were some of the things like Edward was saying and doing to us?
Yeah, well, what did he say? He said some bullshit.
Yeah. What did he say?
My dad.
He said, is that the guy who's like, I'm gonna burn your house down, or is that somebody else I'm thinking of?
No, that was him.
He's like, I'm gonna come to your house, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill your whole family. Like, whoa, man, what the fuck are you gone about now? So that initially got us involved into it because they're like, oh man, you can't be saying this shit. And he's like, oh, I'll say what the fuck I want, fuck you. So we're like, alright, this is how it's gonna be.
Yeah. So that's what happened with that.
Is
Yeah, guys. So we were supposed to have some other people come on the show tonight, but they weren't able to make it. So we kind of were unprepared for the premiere of this podcast. But you know, we're still working on all the artwork. We're still coming up with a name for it. We got to get in contact with our other co-host because he was supposed to be here tonight. So everything kind of fell apart. That's why we came on 2 hours later than expected. But we didn't want to let you guys down. So we came on here and just did a show for you guys. Do you have anything else you want to talk about tonight before we go ahead and get out of here?
nah, but next week we're gonna obviously spice it up, and there's gonna be more. So y'all just gotta stay tuned for that.
Yeah, next week's going to be a lot better, guys. We're going to be doing prank calls. We're going to have a ton more people on here. We're going to have guest stars from other YouTube channels. I want to try and get Smokey Dog on here. So yeah, guys, don't be let down. We just wanted to give you guys like a little show this weekend, but next weekend is going to be the real premiere of the podcast. So I hope you guys...
And actually, before we get out of here, stay tuned for tomorrow because this first episode of Saturday Sunday is gonna come out. So
yeah, guys, we got our new series coming out tomorrow, brand new to the channel called Sailor Sundays. And then the next day will obviously be Meme Mondays, but we're also now going to be starting Marine Corps Mondays. So we're just going to be talking about our military stuff, you know, specific topics about that. So we're happy you guys were able to catch the show tonight. We will see you guys all tomorrow in our new videos. And thank you all for watching. Have a great night.